Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to kind of do a follow-up video on the blown Cummins that I found at one of my stores. There's a few things that I said in the video I want to kind of clarify. I guess after talking to the service manager, he kind of told me a little bit more of the right information. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Really quickly, be sure to subscribe to JB Reviews and make sure you have those bell notifications on. And be sure to check out my other channel, Attainable Exotic Cars. Now let's get back to the video. Now the very first thing I want to talk about is what happened. So the customer who owned that truck, he was on his way back, as ironic as it is, from a camping trip. He was towing his trailer, and unfortunately he lost power on his way home. So he pulled over, stopped the truck, started it back up, tried to go again, and it wouldn't move. So upon his inspection, he saw that there was oil leaking out, and from there he got the truck towed to the dealership. Now unfortunately there's not much you can do, you know, when your engine decides to blow up. I mean, this can happen on any manufacturer. I don't care if it's Toyota. I know a lot of people talk trash about Chrysler products. I used to be that guy too, by the way. I didn't always own Chryslers. I want you guys to know that too. But it can happen to anybody. So before you start spouting off, you know, incorrect information, the Cummins is probably the most reliable diesel that you can buy. And for there to be a failure, it has to be something that was just unforeseen. So that's kind of what happened basically. I mean, the rod went AWOL and unfortunately it took out the engine. All right, so I want to clarify something before I show you guys the footage that I got. So I'm going to show you basically 2 days worth. I was going to do 3 videos, but I figured I want to end this off now. But the first clarification I want to make is the Cummins that they put back in that Ram was not a Cummins off of the assembly line. That was not true. Someone said that was the case because they said Cummins sent the engine right away. I mean, I think it took probably about a couple weeks for it to get there maybe, but for the most part that was basically a 2019 Cummins. Therefore the other clarification is it still had a CP4. I thought that that new engine came off the assembly line, therefore it was gonna have a CP3, and I was like, man, this guy made out like a bandit, don't even know it. But unfortunately he got another CP4, and that's okay. I mean, like I told you guys, get quality diesel. And if you don't have the means to get quality diesel, like I have a station here called Southern States, and they use a 50 cetane. A number 2 diesel is good, and biodiesel is pretty good too. You just can't idle a lot with biodiesel because you don't want it getting into your oil. But for the most part, the CP4 was still in that truck, and that kind of sucks because I know if you are like me and you go to a lot of stations, if you travel, obviously it's kind of hard. You have to go to truck stops, and truck stop diesel is going to be a little bit more expensive. So they typically always have like a number 2 diesel or like a cetane 50, or typically higher sometimes. But yeah, that guy, I don't know if he's going to keep the truck. I heard, you know, I don't know if this is true or not, if he was thinking about maybe seeing if they would buy the truck back from him and he can get another Cummins. But I don't think that's a big deal if you have to get an engine rebuilt, guys. I think that it doesn't really matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it just really boils down to if you take care of that Cummins from that point on, because any truck, any manufacturer can have failures. All right, guys, let's go ahead and head over, see if they have anything updated. Looks like they got one on the rack right here, like a Bighorn. Man. All right, so it looks like they already have it all back inside the truck. I already have the turbocharger assembled to the exhaust. Wow, man. So like I said, this engine was actually sent in from Cummins, so check out what they've done so far. You guys got a lot done since last time I was here. Yeah. Have they made any changes from the last 2019 to this one, you think?
Not that I've noticed.
Okay.
I haven't really inspected it that hard.
Oh, okay. Wow. You make it look easy, man.
Yeah, it actually is pretty easy.
I doubt that. Wow.
Luckily, they send most of them pretty complete, so.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to the service tech. He was saying that they like do a straight trade with you guys, so they don't even let you. They don't even pay you on the engine, basically.
Yeah.
Man.
Cummins likes to send it direct, so then they probably don't have to pay for all the middleman.
Wow. So it came straight from the Cummins factory. Borg Warner. Sheesh. This isn't a Borg Warner turbo, is it? Is it a whole set?
It's whole set.
I thought they used Borg Warner. Or maybe that's for the maybe it's for the high outputs. Probably they use Borg Warner.
See, for a little while I worked on 6.0s, and I can't remember either one of the generations of Cummins uses Borg Warner, or that's a Ford thing. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I can't either. I have to check mine and see, because I have a high output. I thought that they were all Borg Warner. I see the transfer case is Borg Warner still.
I was never really good at remembering all that stuff. I was just.
No, I understand. Yeah, you don't pay to know every piece of equipment in here. Yeah. How much more time do you got on it?
If I actually like stop procrastinating, I could probably have it done in like 4 hours.
Got you.
Because the cab's only about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
And then that's almost back together.
Got you.
But I'll probably procrastinate a lot and work on other stuff.
True. No, that makes sense. We want to do it right? That's all that matters. Man. All right, just real quickly. So when he said that he was procrastinating, really what he's saying is, he's not in a rush to put everything back together to get the truck back on the road. That's not their, goal to do that. Their goal is to make sure that that truck is put back together the right way. All he's doing is just doing some checks here and there. He'll come back to it, check certain things. I don't know. I should have asked him that day, like, can you start that truck without the cab being on there? And I'm pretty sure there's a way he could do it. But for the most part, he's probably one of the most skilled techs that that store has. He actually has a 5.9 Cummins, and he's blown up tons of them, adding 1,500 horsepower to them. So he races them, and he does intentionally blow them up to see how much power he can get out of them. So I mean, he spent tons of money just rebuilding and just checking to see how much power he can put down on them. But he does some drag racing with the trucks too. So he's a true diesel mechanic. That dude, maybe if I have a chance, maybe I'll have him kind of give us some background on his knowledge and generations of Cummins and which ones he thinks are the best. I think that'd be kind of cool for you guys too, and I would probably learn a ton from that too. But I like how you said that it's easy to obviously do that work, and I'm sure once you've done it as much as he has, it probably is literally like putting a puzzle together and where all the pieces go. But like I said, I just want to clarify real quickly, he's not procrastinating. He's just taking his time, making sure things are done the right way. But I'm going to show you guys some more footage, and this is basically like a few days later. He has the truck back together, and I'm just going to show that to you. I'm going to show you guys a startup, and then that'll probably effectively end the video, okay? Alright guys, so here it is. It's all back together, and as you guys can see, everything looks good. So they did drive it about 60 or so miles just to make sure everything was good. Nothing popped up. I think they said a coolant light came on, but that's because they added new coolant to it, but they went off right away. But hey, what can you say, guys? We got a brand new Cummins, 0 mile. Well, it has 60 on it now, but hopefully I can get a startup for you guys real quick so you guys can listen to it. So here's a cool startup, brand new Cummins. Off topic really quickly, I have never seen a Gen Y in person though. Look at this thing, man. This thing is robust. If I get another fifth wheel in the future, I'm probably going to switch over to something like this just to try it out. I've heard really good things about this hitch. Now they do make something like the Reese Goose Box too. This is just a regular fifth wheel, so you have to get a fifth wheel hitch. But I like this thing. This thing is really nice. And they're basically using it on a big old toy hauler. So what did you guys think about that? So that brand new Cummins sounded so good. Nice and quiet. Now the only downside, as you guys saw, was it is 0 miles on that Cummins, so they have to break it back in. So the service manager, woo, my bad. That's why you don't buy a 3500 if you're not towing a trailer. This thing is stiff. But the service manager and the master mechanic did drive the truck. I think they did about 60 miles or so together. And they basically said that there was no creaks or rattles or anything like that inside the cockpit. They went over some bumpy roads and they said it was perfect. I mean, the engine, as you guys just heard, it was quiet, purred nicely. And you know, I feel like the customer is getting still a pretty good deal because he got literally every component replaced. So you can't beat that, guys. But I hope this was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for the support on the last video I posted. It got a lot of views and I appreciate that. You know, be sure you have those bell notifications on so you can see every update that I do or any new videos I do. And yeah, maybe in time I'll do more videos like this. I did get some footage on a Ford truck and I never posted it because I felt like it was me being biased. I don't own a Ford, and so I didn't want that to be a video I posted. But now that I've posted this on Ram, so I'm not too biased against my own brand that I like and support, maybe I should do it for GM and Ford too. They all break. So if you want to sit here and act like Ford is better than Ram and vice versa, it doesn't matter. If anything, a lot of Ford guys get mad and say that Ford is better, but I'm like, have you all forgotten what happened with the 6-point blow? I mean, that was the most unreliable diesel of all time. And Toyota guys, let's just be honest here too. Let's just be completely honest here. Toyota doesn't build a heavy-duty truck. And back in 2007, they had a lot of issues with the Tundra when they redesigned it. I worked at Toyota. By the way, I'm a huge Toyota fan. I am a Toyota Land Cruiser guy. If I ever buy any type of Overlander, it won't be a Jeep. It will definitely be a Toyota Land Cruiser. But on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.